Two VPN giants face off: private internet access and TunnelBear. Which one really delivers? On the left, private internet access. Fast, affordable, and packed with advanced features. And on the right, TunnelBear. Simple, friendly, and offering a free plan. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Okay, real quick, here's our game plan. We're going to look at price, speed and performance, security and privacy, server network, device support, streaming, ease of use, and customer support. So if you're wondering which VPNs got the edge in any of those, we'll get into all of it. Starting off with price, PIA comes in about a third cheaper than TunnelBear, especially if you grab one of those long-term plans. Like, the value's just hard to beat. There's lots of discounts flying around too. Downside? There's no totally free tier, so no forever free browsing, but the pricing's still friendly. Now, TunnelBear. Okay, you get a free plan right away, which is awesome if you just want to dip your toes in, but it's kinda tiny. Only 500 megabytes a month. The paid plan's actually more expensive than PIA, and they don't really mention any refunds. So if you're watching your wallet, PIA kinda steals the spotlight here. Now, what about speed and performance? PIA's bringing some serious muscle. They've got crazy fast speeds across the globe, thanks to their, 29,000 servers in over 90 countries. Sure, there might be a tiny slowdown if you connect to super remote spots, but honestly, it's barely noticeable for most people. Over on TunnelBear's side, the speeds are definitely solid if you're just doing casual stuff, browsing, streaming, whatever. But if you compare head-to-head, yeah, TunnelBear gets smoked by PIA most of the time, especially since it's only working with about 1,800 servers in 48 countries. No contest, right? Another one for PIA. Let's get into security and privacy, because, that's why you're getting a VPN, right? PIA really talks a big game and actually backs it up. They've got this audited, court-proven no-logs policy, plus all their servers are RAM only, which is just chef's kiss for privacy nerds. Top-level encryption, a reliable kill switch, leak protection, the works. Only weird thing? PIA's based in the US, which is a Five Eyes country, so if that bothers you, just something to know. TunnelBear's also no logs and super clear about it, based up in Canada, also Five Eyes, so and uses strong encryption and all that. But, and here's the thing, their no logs policy hasn't been independently audited, and they aren't quite as transparent with how private their servers are. Bottom line, PIA takes this category hands down. Oh, and here's something cool I just have to mention. With TunnelBear, the app actually shows a little bear digging virtual tunnels around the globe when you connect. It's kind of hilarious, and honestly, makes using a VPN weirdly fun. So how big are these networks anyway? PIA, like I mentioned, has an absolutely massive server network, over 29,000 servers in more than 90 countries, which is honestly almost unheard of. Some of those servers might be virtual, which is pretty normal these days, but still, just a gigantic selection. Meanwhile, TunnelBear is working with about 1,800 servers in 48 plus countries. That's not tiny, but compared to PIA, you could end up with a lot more traffic and maybe some congestion. Easily another win for PIA in the server stakes. All right, device support. This one's interesting. PIA has apps for basically everything. Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, Linux, routers, you name it. You can connect up to 10 devices, or even unlimited if you're on one of their latest plans. Pretty awesome for big families, or, device hoarders. TunnelBear covers Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android, but you only get 5 simultaneous connections, and there's no Linux or router support. That's a bit of a letdown if you want to go all in. So yeah, PIA kinda just keeps delivering. Now, let's talk streaming, because I know you're probably thinking, can I watch my favorite shows on these? Here's the honest answer. Both PIA and TunnelBear can occasionally sneak you into streaming sites, but neither is really built for it. They don't promise you'll always be able to unblock Netflix or Hulu or whatever. So on this one, I gotta call it a tie. Neither's perfect, but they can work in a pinch if you're lucky. Now, for ease of use and the whole user vibe, TunnelBear just wins this with zero effort. Seriously, their app is beginner heaven. It's got these adorable bear graphics, everything's super obvious, and with one click, boom, you're connected. It's made for people who don't want to fiddle. PIA, on the other hand, is definitely slick and modern, but it's visibly built for people who want to tinker. Customization options everywhere. Not as instantly friendly for brand new VPN users, but power users might love it. Still, TunnelBear easily takes the crown for usability. And finally, customer support. PIA's got 24/7 live chat, super detailed help articles, the kind of support you want when something weird happens at like 2 a.m. TunnelBear's help center is cute, but a bit slow. It's email tickets only, so response times can drag. No live chat, which hurts a bit. When you need help fast, PIA's just way more reliable. Let's step back and look at the whole picture for a second. Category by category, PIA's just racking up the wins. Price, speed, privacy, server coverage, device support, even customer happiness. TunnelBear scores big on user-friendliness, but for most technical stuff, PIA pulls way ahead. So what does all this mean for you? If you want power, privacy, and the most bang for your buck, you're probably going to want to try private internet access. It's just got everything stacked in its favor, especially if you're a bit of a techie. But honestly, if all you want is a simple, adorable VPN that just works, and you don't need tons of features, TunnelBear is a legit choice, especially with that free tier if you don't use huge amounts of data. If you want to stay safe online, or just want to try a VPN without risking much, give PIA a shot for the advanced options, or go download TunnelBear for an easy, friendly experience. Your online privacy upgrade starts here.